Good evening, dearly beloved sisters. I want to welcome you to another edition of our Saturday classes. It promises to be an exciting moment because we'll be talking about a very, very crucial topic to us. And I want to use this opportunity to welcome those that are just joining this class for the very first time, or you'll be listening to this class, to this message afterward for the very first time. And you are wondering who we are. We are Tabitha Health and Wellness um, Initiative. We gather here online to teach ourselves, to encourage ourselves, and to also educate ourselves on things and issues about our health. We only share information. We only share information and we try to share knowledge um, based based on professional advice, and then we try to support one another in our own way in this community. But it's also good to mention that we do not diagnose any disease. We did not, oh God, we did not in any way ask any of our women to replace advice, to replace their medical attention or drugs or medications, replace them with the information that we share here. So if you have any medical issue, please do not hesitate to see your trusted healthcare provider. So please take care of your health and don't be ignorant. Let's come together to share. Come to learn. There's no end to learning about health, and you cannot fame. You cannot say ignorant. You can because ignorance is not an excuse when it comes to health now. So you're welcome. Tonight, I want us to talk about parasite. In the month of February that we are in, it's actually dedicated to our breast care challenge, breast care health. We pay attention and we do certain things to help us stay healthy and then to help us to help us to work in ways or do things that can help ourselves rejuvenate our body system because we are all women on this platform and we know that breast cancer is one of the leading disease aside from heart attack and the rest leading cause of death. Breast cancer is one. Breast cancer and prostate cancer is the highest number of fatality that they've experienced um, using statistics. So it is important for us to check our body system. It is important for us to maintain certain level of health. It's important for us to pay attention to our health. It is also good for us to enhance and do things that can promote, um, health, what's it called now, or promote or support our breast. So we dedicated February, where that we are in now for breast care challenge. I know that we kind of been quiet for some days. Today is 15th. It's actually uh, not intentional, but at the same time intentional, because I want us to understand this concept of parasite before we go ahead to do a breast care challenge. One of the things that we'll be doing here that I want us to do is a cleanse of parasites so that it will also be part of, as I share it, you will know that it's also part of breast care challenge as well. So tonight I'll be talking about parasite. So what is parasite or what are parasites? I know a lot of us will have come across this word, or for if not, every one of us have come across this word at one time or the other, but we didn't pay attention to it. And a lot of documentation and the research and the discoveries have been coming up and the linking. a lot of health issues to parasites in our body system. As I go on, you will see why this is so. So, what is parasite? Look, parasite is a microscopic organism. When you say microscopic organism, that is an organism that you cannot see with your naked eyes. So you need a magnifying lens, things like the microscope, to be able to view it and see what is going on. You say if they put your towels, your shoes, and started to do a swap, and they put it under they smear it on the glass tube, and they now put it under the microscope. We all will be shocked at the things that will see under the microscope. But God has been so faithful to us. That's why I keep saying that there's so many things that we don't really have power over, and there's some that God has given us the ability to overcome. God, in His mercy and grace, and greatness, put a lot of organs in our body system to be able to invade, to help to defend, to help to try to be like an invader, try to be what destroy can like a destroyer, a defense mechanism in our body system against many of these microscopic organisms. So a parasite is a microscopic organism that live in the body. It can live inside your body, okay? And they can also live on the body, that is on the surface of your skin, so right inside your body system or on the surface of the skin. It can be there. And what do? They feed off nutrient from you. They feed off. That's the basic one thing I want you to take away from tonight, that they feed off nutrient from you. So some people they may be eating well, eating healthy, and they have some parasite load in their body system. You just be wondering, I'm eating, and I don't, you're not seeing the effect of the eating and all of that in your body system, because invaders, they have positioned themselves that as soon as you are taking those nutrients, they are there to take off the nutrient from your body system. Isn't that interesting? You can imagine the havoc they are capable of doing. So they feed off nutrients from you, and they are capable of causing harm in your body system. When you say in different categories. So how do we get parasite? How do we get parasites in our body system? How do we get parasite in on the surface of our skin? How do we get them? So we get them through contaminated substances, contaminated things. Like you get them through the contaminated water, food, fruits, vegetables. Okay, we get them to poor environment. Um, we also get them through sexual relationship, either between. You can also get it from your spouse. You can get it from your spouse. Very possible. You can also get it if you are a kind of person that you also careless with sexual activity. So you can get that from poisonous food, contaminated food. These are the ways that we can get. You can get them from your hand. Hygiene problems, hygiene issues. If you don't wash your hands properly, hand washing is critical. That's why they taught us how to wash our hands during COVID period. Not only just washing our hands, and your hand properly, even to the point of the elbow, and putting your hands right inside together to wash them properly. I tell you, this washing of hand is very critical to preventing a lot into our body system. And another way to also get this parasite is through weakening immune system. When your immune system is weakened, it's also an avenue for invaders that we come in contact with from different ways. Could come in contact with. When your immune system is low, it's also a pointer that this can easily get into your body system. So tonight, the parasite that we want to talk about tonight, we want to relate it parasite affecting women's health. Okay, the parasite that can easily break up, because we're women, so we want to narrow it down. It may not only be peculiar to women alone, but these are things that affect women. Sorry. And then you want to pay attention to that. So that's why I want us to narrow it down to ourselves so that we'll be able to deal with them. So right now, women who are pregnant are also very vulnerable to parasite, and that's why it's very important to be very careful to make sure that the immune system of a pregnant woman is top notch, taking care of yourself. And then because these invaders, they can destroy the immune system. They have the capability of destroying the immune system. These are some of the things that can affect our body system. And then when you are the kind of person that use antibiotics for too long or very frequently, it's another way to also affect and break your microbiome and the active ingredients, and of course the active bacteria and the good bacteria in your body system that can also fight the battle for you. So these are people that are vulnerable. So why do women why is it important to talk about parasites affecting women? Why do we want to talk about it? It's pretty critical because it's causing a lot of havoc. It's causing a lot of problems, can create long-time problems in the body system, can bring issues, can cause ulcer. Some people, it is H. pylori that is the cause of their ulcer. The H. pylori can even be in your body system way 10 years and above or below, and then you will know. Of course, certain times, high percentage of people have H. pylori because part of the organism that also invade the body system. Okay, so but your good bacteria, they are able to to bring them low at to work on them. So it's very important for women to understand that it is critical for us to check and to know that we are at a higher risk when we have high load of parasite. The parasite can be a very high load in your body system, and so it can be low, medium. At any point in time, whether low, medium, or high. Of course, high, you know that it's not good, but you still need to work on it, even if it's a lower percentage, because it can be there and cause great havoc in your body system. Certain people have parasites in their system, and they won't even know that it's one causing problems with them. I can tell you for a fact that it is reality, and we got to do parasite cleanse regularly. So on Tabita platform now this year, we're going to do parasite cleanse at least for like 3 times in a year. I'll be sharing either 3 or 4 times in a year, or 6 times. Oh, sorry, or twice or 3 times. But I think I would want to do it for like 3 times. If you can achieve 4 times, we try and do it for like 3 times so that we together remind ourselves that you need to do a parasite cleanse. So that's one of the things I'll be sharing with us tonight. Some of the remedies, some of the certain things that we can do to help us to get rid of this parasite. Women, I want you to listen to this. Parasite can cause anemia. It can make you anemic because it's feeding nutrients off you. I know that. So, and you know that nutrients is supplied into your blood. So the more it takes the nutrient out of you, the more it takes off the iron that helps with the hemoglobin formation, destroys it, and at the end of the day, you are left with almost nothing. It may just be that it is the parasite that is giving you anemia. Parasite can also cause hormonal imbalance. So you can imagine. So when a woman have hormonal imbalance, you can imagine what can happen to that woman. So many things can happen to women when our hormones are not balanced. A lot. So parasites can cause that. Parasite can also cause fatigue, can make you to be getting tired unnecessarily. So it may not be because you're overworking yourself or certain or only malaria or certain thing. It may just be invaders, may just be overload of this parasites that is causing these problems for you. And it can also cause infertility. So that's one of the reasons why we are here, to talk to ourselves about this parasite, that it can also cause infertility amongst women. So if you're hearing that, you know that is a very good, it's a very important topic for us to share. So aside from that, there are other things. Digestive disorder is another one. When a parasite is able, excuse me, when a parasite, when parasite is able to cause digestive problems, you can imagine the kind of havoc that this these agents can cause in our body system. Now, one thing that we should understand is that your digestive system, your gut system, your gastro system, GI tract, all of the issues that are there, these things can be caused by parasite. And this GI and this gut is the what is the second brain. And you know the effect what your brain, the brain, what it does. If the brain has a problem, there's a problem, dysfunction with the pituitary gland, the pineal gland, and all of that is attached, that creates, that help so many balance neurotransmitter and all of that can cause problems for us, for fertility issues and all of that. So imagine if your gut system, it's your second brain. That means that the parasite is able to destroy and to cause a lot of problems. So these are some of the things. Knowing these ones, this the few that I have mentioned, now it can tell you that it's something that we need to work on drastically. So I said to myself that after I read some paperwork, I said to myself that it's important for us to do this, for me to come to the community and share this information with us and see how we can walk around this and guide against it. Okay. Some of the parasites that affect women. I'll be sharing about some of the parasites that can easily affect us as women. That is the intestinal parasite. Intestinal parasite is something that can invade your GI tract and cause serious problem. Like I said, that's particular. That one is very critical. And once that happens, it will begin to distort the whole mechanism of the body system. That's one intestinal parasite. Sorry. So the first one I mentioned is the intestinal parasite. The second one I want to mention is vaginal parasite. Vaginal parasite is another one that can affect women significantly. If you have vaginal parasite, it can cause a lot of infection, UTI, and all of that. A lot of infection around the vagina, and sometimes you may even be asymptomatic. You won't even know that you have certain such parasite, occupying the space in the vagina. So you will not even know. And you may not even have the symptoms until maybe certain things which has happened, and they'll be treating you. They shall give you antibiotics and all of that. And the truth is, the antibiotics is okay. It's good when to treat the effect, because the infection can travel to different places. Parasite can travel to different places of the body. It can travel into the blood and different places and begin to cause havoc. And when it travels into the blood, it can get anywhere. It can get to the brain, can get to the liver, it can get to the heart, it can get to different places. So that's why you don't want to take chances. That's what doctor will recommend. You take antibiotics to reduce the load and all of that. Of course, antibiotics has its own side effect. But I won't say because it has its own side effect, I will say nobody should use antibiotics. I don't stand for that part. Of what I know is that when you use antibiotics, I advise make sure you use the probiotics so that you restore, because your antibiotics is going to destroy both the bad bacteria and the good bacteria. And if you leave yourself like that, you are inviting bigger problems in your body system. So once you take antibiotics, you must ensure that you put a probiotics inside so that you can do a balance. So it is important to know that vaginal parasite is also another one. The other one that's also very important is a liver parasite. There are some that just wants to attack your liver. Okay, There are some that just want to go and attack your liver. And then this liver, imagine the liver is a powerhouse. The liver, if you remove the heart inside its leaf, if your liver is not functioning well, the liver that is supposed to be detoxifying and removing it, parasite has gone to invade it. Imagine that. So what do we think will happen? They are going to slow down the detoxification process. They're going to slow down the activity of the liver to do a lot of things. Liver does an amazing thing. Even the cholesterol and supply cholesterol, it also converts the T3 to T4. It also does a lot of things. So hormonal imbalance will set in, thyroid issue can set in, so many things can come in. So we are not talking about something, we are not joking about this tonight. It's something that is very important that we need to deal with. So liver parasite is one. And especially in children, that's why they deworm children. Okay. That's why the children are prone to parasite a lot. They are prone to it. So they want to deworm. That's why they say they want to deworm them, because it can cause a lot of problem for them. Just if your child is falling sick regularly, your child is doing certain things, you know that is an invader. Parasite has no grown over the body system, and you use antibiotics, they will feel better. After a while, they come down again. So it will be like a what? Like a cycle, and they keep going in and out, in and out. So it might just be a parasite that you want to want to face the parasite cleanse in their body system to get the result. So let's talk about what are some of the things that we can do, some of the remedies that we can do. I don't want to go into the science of, but one of the parasites that I want to mention that many of us are familiar with, we have the hookworm, we have the ringworm. Okay, so they have a lot. I don't want to start calling English names, and that's not what you need. Point is that we have their parasite, and there are many. They can be in the intestinal parasite. They can be vaginal parasite. They can also be liver and the blood tap parasite. So those are the things that we're talking about. So now I want us to talk about what are some of the things, detoxification system that you can do. So I will start with the vaginal intestinal parasite, some of the things that we can do. And I will now share with us some of the things that we're going to do for our challenge. So now let me share what we're going to do for our challenge with you. So we're going to be using pumpkin seed. We're going to be using pawpaw seed, okay, pumpkin seed, pawpaw seed, coconut oil, handful of pawpaw. We're going to be using that. So I will be sharing with you how we're going to be doing that. So I'll share two recipes with you, and one is like a smoothie, and the other one is like a juice. So you don't have a juicer, you can also blend it and sieve it. But the best way to get your juice is to run it through your juicer and then get your juice inside. So I'll share two recipes with you with us. How this first one and also the second one I will share with us shortly. I hope that we are able to get our ingredients as fast as possible, because we're going to start the detox system by Monday by the grace of God. So get your ingredient, get your purple seed, which is very easy to get your pumpkin seed, which is very easy to get your of course coconut oil. A lot of us should have coconut oil at home. Get also pawpaw. You can have a handful amount of pawpaw as well. So those are the major ingredients. Then for the green juices, I will share that one with you very shortly. Some of the things that we can do, some of the things that we can do to reduce the load of to reduce the invaders in our body system. The first one is we should wash our hands properly. Wash our hands properly, practice good hygiene, ensure that you wash your vegetables and your fruits very well. Some of us have this idea, different people have this habit of, we just carry the apple, we just wash it under the water. Once you wash it under the water, just put it, you will hold your apple and you put it under the tap and wash and squeeze it like this, like this. You squeeze it, and before you know it, you just put it to your mouth. It's not going to help like that. I've advised us to, and I've taught about how we can wash our vegetables. Everyone should have a baking soda at home. Wash it. You can run it through on under running water. This is very, very important. Very, very important. Running under the water. Once you run it under the water, put it in the bowl, and then add your baking soda inside. Once you add your baking soda, you leave it for like 10 minutes. Come back and wash. I washed lettuce this evening, and I saw what I saw when I actually ran. I run the lettuce under the tap and under the running water, one leaf at a time. I took the leaf, I removed I removed each of those leaves and I washed them individually. And after soaking them with baking soda, I removed it from the baking soda. And underneath the water, I saw brownish and blackish sediment under the water. So it shows that ordinary water cannot clean or remove those things from you. But research have also shown that baking soda can be very handy, can be very effective for washing your vegetables. So don't be in a hurry to wash your vegetables so that you will not cause problems. There's a case study of a woman who started having issues. She had raw vegetables like we always do, and she started having issues, started having diarrhea, bloating, and all of that. And all of these things that we're talking about, may God help us. Some people have had diarrhea, they didn't get attention or time, and they pass away like that. So, because they'll be losing electrolytes. So, you want to be careful. And it's also good to mention that when you start losing water or you are running stool, you run the stool for second time, you're going there for first time and a second time. Please do not take it for granted. Ensure you do certain things. ORS, you just activated charcoal. It's not going. Please, seek for help, and so that you can get it out of your system, out of your body system. You can restore your body system with the lost electrolyte. Okay, and also you can use coconut water. Another one you can use is that you can put a pinch of Himalaya salt inside water. Pink Himalaya salt, put it inside the water, just a pinch inside the water, mix it together and drink that water. That will restore the lost electrolytes. I don't know who I'm talking to tonight, but God is making me to share this one. So please just put a pinch of pink Himalaya salt in water, shake it together, and then be sipping it like that. Even if it's a child as well, because you may not be able to get you may not have ORS at home, and you may not have coconut water. Coconut water is very highly, very effective. It will hydrate and it will not irritate them. But water, but your salt water will do the same work, because your sea salt, your pink Himalaya salt, they have a lot of minerals inside. So when you put it, it restores the lost electrolytes in your body system. Okay, so that's by the way. So wash your vegetables very well so that you can stop or reduce the spread of the contamination or the impact of a parasite in our body system, contact with a parasite in our body system. So wash your vegetables very well and make sure you hydrate yourself. Hydration is very cool as well. When you drink water, water has a way to detoxify as well. Water way of removing toxins from your body system, removing something from your body. Water is very powerful, especially water that are stable. Water that is stable is that is stable. It's always very or structured water. It's very good. It helps to clean out the system and all of that. So you need to stay hydrated and take a lot of high fiber food. We have shared this on this platform several times that we should learn to eat high fiber food. Let all your meal be high fiber, because the problem that we're having is that many of our meal have been subjected to low fiber food. So you eat rice, all the fiber has been removed. You eat yam, you have washed it away the way you cooked it. Some people even had salt to add sugar into their yam, and what's it called it? So they do that. So you need high fiber food. So many of our food has been devoid of the fiber. So you need to do your pap should have fiber. Pap that you are drinking. Some people drink water pap. They think they're drinking pap. It's not pap. When you have already sieved, you buy the one that they have sieved up. There's no fiber inside. So you don't have fiber. So people are eating in and out every day without fiber, and it's a problem. So it's going to cause digestive problems from one problem to another, and you won't know that it's just the um your your careless way of eating by or the norms of eating where all our fiber food. You eat bread, fiber has been taken away. You eat your rice, fiber has been taken away. You eat pap, fiber has been taken away. You are taking custard, no fiber, nothing inside, nothing interesting inside. So everything that you are eating. So eat oat, take what's you call it now? Take fiber for your pap, millet and all of that, mix them together. Don't sieve them. Blend them very well and make a pap out of them. Okay. Then when you are cooking your yam, ensure that you keep your yam and everything is still intact. Eat beans, lentils, and all of that. So many fiber food. Eat a vegetable to help to increase your fiber level. They will help you to get well. I don't think we can finish this class today because I want to give remedies, but let me share the first remedy. Now, let me share the first remedy that we'll be starting with, so that next week we will do that challenge for this week. Next week, we take the juice the juice challenge. I think we should do that so that I can take time to now share remedies or certain things that you can also do to help you today. So next week, so I will do that because it's already time is already um going, we're running out. So now let me share the recipe. So when you wake up in the morning, the first thing that you should take is what is handful or half handful of pumpkin seed. Eat it on empty stomach. All right, eat it on empty stomach. Then you make your smoothies. You can do 1 teaspoon of purple seed, and then caution. I have to let you know that purple seed can be tangy. It can be a bit not very interesting. So, but it's something that is very good for you. So you put a tablespoon of your um purple seed, a tablespoon of your purple seed, and then a teaspoon of coconut oil. Okay, then one handful, maybe like a handful of your pawpaw, you can add it to it. If you have blueberry is also a fantastic one. You can add it to it. Blend them together, okay? Blend all together. And you can also add, if you choose to, you can also add half of a pumpkin seed. You can chew half of a pumpkin seed and half into your smoothies. Blend everything together and make it a whole smoothie and drink it like that for the first, that's for your breakfast. Then afterward, you can also do every other thing. So this, we're going to be doing this one. Let's do the cleanse like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, at least 4 times a week. 4 times a week, let's achieve this particular one. And the challenge starts on Monday. Do it on Monday, on Tuesday, on Wednesday, on Thursday. You can decide to do it on Friday, but if you do it on Thursday, it's okay. Then on Thursday or Friday, you take a teaspoon of activated charcoal. All right, you take a teaspoon of activated charcoal and you drink it on Friday. You drink it on Saturday. Okay, I think Friday and Saturday is fine. Take it once a day on Friday or twice if you wish to. If you have any cancer issue, you can take it 2 times. Okay, take it in the morning and take it out. But once a day is okay for every other person. Just take it. What is activated charcoal going to do? If all the things that your anti-parasite food is doing by arresting and also your activated charcoal is going to it's going to do like a magnet to bring it and to draw it out. So now you're taking your smoothies from Monday to Thursday, then on Friday you're using an activated charcoal to pull it out. So please, while you are doing Monday to Thursday, don't eat carelessly. Eat meat in moderation. Vegetable, high fiber food. Take a lot of water during this particular challenge. And then I'm still there. I trust God. I look forward to it myself. I'll show you my purple seed already. I have one before. I just do a fresh one again. You can take all your juices, or if you want to do your juices and the normal way we eat, but please ensure that you do this parasitic cleanse challenge. So I look forward to seeing you next week when I will be doing the rounding up of this. You can't afford to meet next week because I'll be sharing some remedies that you can use for vaginal cleanse, you can use for intestinal. Okay, we are doing intestinal now, but I will still share some other remedies. Almost about 3 or 4 remedies that I'll be sharing with us by the grace of God. Please stay tuned, share with your friends, tell your family members to join us here because we, like the popular saying of my mentor, we do not need more medication, we need more education. And the right prescription word is what is knowledge. That is the best and the right prescription for every one of us to live a good life. It is knowledge. Knowledge is very critical. I am telling you. When you are informed and empowered, you can be sure to know what to do. And then you can go before the Jehovah God and asking for help for whatever you're doing. So that's the excellent way of applying your faith. So please don't act in faith and say God is going to take care of everything without you making effort to do what you what God has to do. Remember, God said that He has given us the tree bearing fruit for our food and the leaves and the plant for our what? For our healing. So every time you are following the principle of God, you go to God and say, God, this is what your word said. And accordingly as I do it, let it work in my body. Let it be fruitful and let it make, let it glorify your name. And God will make this happen. Thank you for listening to me tonight. I look forward to receiving you again next week where we do a concluding part on a parasite and its effect and also remedies to clean this from our body system. God bless you and have a wonderful, wonderful night and also a beautiful Sunday tomorrow.